That's it. Good evening, everybody. How the devil are you? Right then, we're back again. Wednesday night or Wednesday evening. Plans for next week. Right. I will be doing a live on Monday next week. I'm not too sure about Wednesday evening because I'll be leaving to go down and see Glyn very early on Thursday morning, so I might not do a live on Wednesday evening, and I won't be doing a live on Friday lunchtime because I'll be travelling down from Glyn's, going down to see JP. So that's my plans for next week. And then the Monday after, it should be back to normal because I'm planning on travelling back up home probably on the Sunday. So that's the plans for next week. Oh, there's JP in the chat. Right, I'll let you know who I've got in. Tonight I've got Mark, the gentleman woodturner, Steve, and Scott, the blue light turner. So they're going to be keeping an eye on the chat while I get on and do some turning. And what I'm doing tonight is... oh, wrong one. What I'm doing tonight is some colouring. I'll be using the Joe Sonia iridescence, and I'll be using clingfilm. So I'm going to try and get 2 bowls done. They're not as big as what I usually do. Just change camera and let you have a look. There we go. So that's a piece of axe. It's about 8.5 inches across by a couple inches deep. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I'll get on, start getting set up, and the guys can let me know who's in the chat.
So let's scroll back to the very beginning. Nick was in first. Evening, Nick. Then we have Steve Ellis, Steve Ash, Mike, the Midnight Joker, Pete from Twisted Trees, Jennifer, Robert Dolman, Tommy Dunn, Herb Hooper, Chris Cox, some bloke called SK Crafts in here. Don't know who he is. Some Northerner, isn't he?
Northerner? Northerner? What's going on there?
Northerner from me, mate. Mixed Jews, Rich Beard,
Chris Cox.
Yeah. Dr. Bob.
My God, who wasn't in tonight?
Where are we? Darkin, JP, Door 60, not sure of their name. Martin Dickinson.
Hey, Martin.
Doug Miller. Withy Woodsheds. Dadlin.
All right.
Team Pish, that's Wendy, isn't it?
Who?
Yeah.
Team Pish, that's Wendy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I need to do like you, Steve, and write all the names down.
Man, I need a list because I'm such a retard. I can't remember people's names.
Colin Roberts, Steve Robbins, and I think that is everyone in the chat. Harold, if I've missed anyone, guys, let me know. I think that's it. Lan Bradley from North Carolina. Nick Stanley's got to go. Wayne the Woodturner's just gone live.
Night, Nick.
I haven't had the notification yet. YouTube's well behind.
Yeah, mine usually comes through about half an hour.
Oh, I got mine.
Or when you're finished.
JP's give you a super chat.
Yeah, cheers. JP, look, new t-shirt. New t-shirt.
Can you see the chat from where you are, Wayne?
Yeah. Just about.
He's put, here's a scuper chat.
Stupid chat.
What am I looking for?
Thank you, Martin.
Jax has just come in.
Hey, Jack. Now, the reason I'm using me calipers to do this and not the speed sizer is that a lot of the time I dish in the bottom when I'm doing my mortises, and sometimes the speed sizer doesn't fit when I'm doing that. Did everybody see on my Facebook post today that I put a chart on there for bandsaw width and what size of circle they'll cut?
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I saw that one. It's very good.
It's on my Instagram and it's on me Win Wood Turner Facebook page.
I've spent most of the day with my son trying to build a website. We got so far and then went, yeah, let's call it a day for today.
You say tried. Is it that bad? Is it?
Mate, I'm not technical. And I said to him, I went, I'll pay you cash if you help me. I didn't tell him how much.
We've got a question.
Yeah.
From Harold Golden. When you purchase these blanks, are they already dry? Were they cut from dry logs? Or are they dried after they were cut? And how do they dry them?
Right. The blanks I'm using tonight, and this is a piece of ash. The other blank I'm using is a piece of oak. The oak has been kiln dried. This particular piece of ash I cut from a plank, which had been air drying indoors for around about 21 years. So it's well dried. Most people that buy wood turning blanks as such from a wood turning supplier, they will buy the wood kiln dried. A lot of people do get wood, like I do get wood from tree surgeons, arborists, things like this, and dry them themselves.
Matthew Gallagher's just joined.
Hey,
Guys,
Matthew.
if anyone has got a question, if you can just put question. Pete, what is the cash? I thought only valid currency was suffocate. I did try that, Pete. I didn't tell him how much cash, and I'm pretty sure I had a penny sat in my whiskey jar upstairs somewhere. Dark got a question. He said, "Have you ever turned Chinese elm, and what did you think of it?"
I don't think I have. All the elm that I've tended to turn dark has been English elm. Whether it's been ordinary elm, whether it's been witch elm or whatever, it's all been English elm. I've never turned Chinese elm.
JP started on the Baby Shark.
Looks like JP's taking over from Barry.
Rubber dub.
Speaking of Barry, speaking of the devil, and he shall appear.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. Did anyone see Baz's post earlier on about his getting his easy wood tool today?
No.
Oh, I don't like that.
Mate, you got to go watch it. He deliberately only showed his brow. It was funny.
He just needs a leg to go with it now.
Baz is sitting born way, isn't he?
Sorry?
Baz is sitting born way, I think.
Is he?
Yeah.
Right. Fairly basic shape on this. I'm going to try and get 2 balls knocked out tonight.
All Golden wants to know what the drinking word is tonight.
Oh, we haven't had a drinking word in here for months.
Oh.
I think maybe Joe Sonia.
Yeah, I was thinking Joe Sonia.
Yeah, there we go then.
That's two.
I better go and get beer. Stuart, I'm not even going to try and pronounce Stuart's surname. I've just joined.
Go on, Scott. You ain't had a beer yet, have you?
Oh, I've been on coffee.
Judy Green.
There we go. Mark's had a go. He works in Sittingbourne, so I don't know how far he lives from Sittingbourne.
If it's good to carry with me after this, because I'm going to have it closed with me.
Yeah.
If I can fit it in the car, with all this wood I've got to bring.
Where did you get that from, Mark? Is that like the furniture guy?
It's a real hearing lantern last night. From the
right.
page. There's an extra. We had about 6 or 7 hippo bags full.
Jeez. Is that one hippo bag then?
Well, what do I know? Good God, no. That leaves future surface. At 28 blanks.
JP says he's an hour from Sittingbourne. Well, that's not too bad. Wayne, is that the Indasa abrasive you're using?
Sorry?
Is that the Indasa abrasive you're using?
No, it's Cyanet.
Okay.
Cyanet.
Yes. If you ever see it advertised, don't buy it.
It's good then.
Well, it's just I've got a couple of few rules of it. I ordered some and it never arrived, so I got onto them. So they sent us a new batch, and 3 days after the new batch arrived, the old lot turned up. So it was fairly cheap. I thought I'd give it a go, see what it's like. Yeah.
So, what don't you like about it, Wayne?
It rips apart.
Okay.
It delaminates. It's probably great on flat wood. It's probably great for doing spindle work. But the way that I sand when I'm doing bowls, it's nearly always power sanding that I do when I'm doing bowls. And it doesn't tend to stand up to it the way that other abrasives do. Right, so that was Chestnut Products acrylic sanding sealer that I put on there. So it's been sanded to 240, and now I'm going to use Yorkshire grit. I'll stick it on with the lathe stationary.
Steve Ash is saying, remember to hit the thumbs up, guys.
Definitely.
Where are we?
Don't let me know how many thumbs and everything's going on, because I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Sorry, you ain't got any yet.
Good.
Colin Roberts said he used his Hope 8mm hollowing tool today. Damn, that thing shifts wood.
JP saying he's bought you a tool to play with, Wayne, when you go down.
Oh, right.
An easy wood hollower. I'm joking. He didn't
No,
say what it is.
I saw JP at the Ann Summers headquarters today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's where
I
he was
suppose if you
buying
get a nice sharp point on it, you'll be all right.
it.
Speaking of which, you've got 69 in.
69 in.
Share it out there, guys. Let's see if we can get Wayne to his 100 viewers at one go tonight.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
That's fine.
Hobby Turner, can the thumbs be removed from the videos? No.
You can make them private though, so people can't
Yeah.
see which ones is up and which ones is down. Sorry, you can still see which ones is up, but there's no count on there if you make them private.
71 now.
That was where am I? Yorkshire Grit. I was using there.
Here comes Glyn.
Wait for it.
Say it once more and he'll turn up.
What did you use, Wayne?
Yorkshire Grit.
There you go.
You'll start getting annoyed when I start using the iridescent paint store. Well, you'll not get annoyed. It's just I'll not be using Yorkshire Grit on the top. And I'm using Chestnut Products microcrystalline wax now.
I bet he turns up now.
He's writing the P45 as we speak.
What? No, he's not. Because Yorkshire Grit isn't a polish.
Matthew has asked the question: why use acrylic sealer instead of cellulose? Or is it just
Because
preference?
it's the first one that came to hand, Matthew.
So yes, it's just preference. Then.
The cellulose sand and seal is just sitting a wee bit farther away, so that's why I didn't pick that one up.
So we got a question from Mike. Wayne, have you ever used an angle grinder flap disc for texturing? They are great for adding effects to chainsaw carvings.
Yes, I have. It's not. Let's see. I haven't got one for my big angle grinder, but I have got one for my small angle grinder, my long neck angle grinder. I've got a flap disc for that. Plus, I've got the getting the name of them now. A couple of different texturing tools to use on my long neck grinder, and I've also got the Arbortech cutting blade that I use on there as well.
Cool.
That
started to go nuts. Sneaks has joined. Paul Lockwood joined. Cars.
Oh, Paul, just for Paul. Paul, did you see I sent you a message in Instagram about the story you put on today?
Baz was. Why were you talking about Sittingbourne? Because we
want
might be
someone to avoid. Want someone to avoid.
You know, we might be doing a modern French Revolution.
Just don't tell us your address, Baz, or we'll be round there knocking on the door.
must be a pain travelling from France to Sittingbourne every day.
I reckon Baz has got his own little boat. Rubber Dove says the P45 will be written in stone. Ian Leonard has joined.
Hi, Ian.
JP says Wayne's headstone is going to be made from wood. Chestnut to be precise.
Yeah, my headstone's going to read. He did use Chestnut Products. It could have been Yorkshire Grit on here, but he got a P45.
Yeah.
JP says the Baz has got a pedalo. That's how we get some France every day.
And he's just joined.
Hi, Andy.
Hello, Andy.
Do you reckon it's one of those pedlos that's got the big swan on the front of it?
Big what on the front?
It's got like the swan's head on the front of it.
Song. Do you know what I thought you said? I thought you said fong on the front of it. I thought, what the hell would you have a fong on the front of a padlock?
You're obsessed, Steve.
Sorry?
Absolutely obsessed.
Right.
That's why he's booked a hotel next round summers.
Dark's just asked the question. What is the weirdest material I have ever turned? Weirdest material. There's a couple of them out there. One of the more popular ones that is quite popular with wood turners is a Banksia pod. Another one is what's called a Tagua nut. Tagua nut. The very, very, very small Tagua nuts are, and they resemble, when they're turned, they resemble ivory. They're not as hard as ivory, but they resemble ivory.
Are they easy to get hold of, Wayne?
They certainly used to be. They did used to be quite easy to get hold of. Try the likes of Tool Post, places like this, maybe Styles and Bates. That place I was talking about last night when we were having a chat, that does the exotic woods. They may well do them as well.
Yeah. Try Not's just joined.
Paul Rockwood, his chest block, if he's going to try to do 2 bowls.
Oh, yeah, Paul, sorry. Just changed blanks because I'm doing 2 different painting techniques tonight. So I'm just turning the bottom of both bowls, and then I'll do the tops of both bowls.
JP, I've just got your private message. Jax, Wayne said earlier, when he turns the bottom of his bowls, he tends to put a dish in, which is why the speed sizer from Accent and the Biden wood turner doesn't work. That's why he uses the calipers.
What I've had to do on my speed sizer, seeing as how I dish my bowls in when I'm doing the mortars, I've actually have to make the centre hole bigger. And I'm still messing about with it at the moment so I can get it perfectly right for my use.
You can get cream for that, JP. See the doctor, mate.
Sorry?
JP says he's got a Tagua nut, doesn't know what to do with it. So I said he could get some cream for that.
Nick's got a question. Wayne, have you ever turned bone, or is it even turnable?
Oh yeah, it's turnable. It's very the same as antler is turnable. I've never turned it myself, Nick. I've never turned any sort of antler or any sort of bone. But what I've heard from people that have turned it is that it absolutely stinks.
Yeah, I've turned quite a lot of antler. It absolutely does. That really stinks.
Dana's buffalo horn, that stinks. Leona's just joined in from Leona.
Hi,
You
Leona.
have to run an escalator.
Oh,
Right,
Andy's
yeah.
here. I didn't know that Andy coming in.
You have to run an escalator throughout the entire process.
Baz has said he's pig free tonight, so guess what's happening? That's right, said Tom. Dark saying that antler's very hard. You need to boil it first and it will soften. Need to use carbides as well, Nick.
That's going down to the traditional course.
Stephen's in. I didn't see Richard.
Yeah, again. Whatever.
JP's saying that his aunt and uncle have a couple of reindeer in their park that shed their antlers, so he'll grab you somewhere and you can have a go.
Cheers, mate.
Adrian saying he's got 2 days left to work in the summer holidays.
Lucky boy. Mind you, with having all this time off, I doubt you what holiday do.
Does Adrian work in a school then? I'm not.
You must
I'm
do,
not
I
sure
think.
what
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
must
sure
do.
what he does.
Yeah, this oak that I've got here, I got from a friend of mine who's a cabinet maker. So all of his offcuts he tends to put to one side, and then I go up every once in a while and bring a carload home.
Ah, he's a teaching assistant. Nick saying he'll think he'll wait till he's got a shed. Doesn't think that space will be too happy if he turns it in the house.
Imagine forensics coming around. Bone fragments everywhere.
Steve Ellis is saying that's a hell of an offcut.
You should see the cabinet.
It was in the cabinet. We just took it out of it. Mike saying, has Nick ever boiled tripe? That's a nasty smell.
Try.
Tripe. Ugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Boy, tripe and onions.
Oh, man.
Mate, it's a dog food.
No, dog food's better quality.
Don't know what you're missing.
Hey, what'd you say, Mark?
That's it, you don't know what you're missing.
Oh, I do, believe me.
Yeah.
Hi, Richard, did see you in the chat.
When we
Go on, Scott.
when we first got Charlie, oh, what's he now? He's 8. Someone said, "Oh, try him on tripe." So yeah, no. And then we got advice to make liver cake. Ugh. Yeah,
Nothing
you got
wrong
that,
with
mate.
liver.
No, I like liver, but when you make it into a cake for your dogs, stinks the house out, mate.
I remember years ago, one of my mates took me down to London. He's a Londoner. He said, "Well, I'll take you to the best place to get jelly deals and is it liquor or whatever, lacquer or liquor or whatever it's called."
Liquor.
Pie and liquor.
Man, I nearly threw up. I had to look at the plate. Man, I've never seen nothing so gross in all my born days. It looked like someone sneezed all over the plate.
Mate, you get loads of pie and liquor shops and pie and mash shops in London.
Oh, no thanks. Hey, Keith, how you doing, sir?
Oh, Colin's in.
Yep. Yeah, I agree, Mike. Jelly deals, yuck.
I don't know what a chittling is, Doc.
No,
What?
I did know what a chittling was, but I can't remember now.
Pig's intestines.
Really?
Yeah,
Can you eat it?
yeah.
Yeah, it can be eaten as a delicacy.
delicacy.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, the tripe is only the lining of the sheep's stomach.
Well, yeah, I suppose if you look at it that way, yeah.
Old stomach.
JP saying pie and mash and liquor is like a bush tucker trial.
That's what I look like. Look, I've been dragged through the bush.
Oh, Dale's in.
Hey,
Dale.
hello. How are you doing, sir?
Hello,
Did you
Dale.
enjoy-
Are you home yet, Dale? Or are you still on your holidays?
Holidays.
At Costa del East, sorry.
Intravenous alcohol.
Now that would be holiday, wouldn't it?
No, that would
No,
be
not
too
for me.
much.
Waiting for paperwork. He's waiting for the paperwork, you reckon?
All right.
So hopefully I'll be home tonight and be able to arrest them, mate.
Right, I'll just turn this one straight around. All I'm going to do with the top is flatten the top off so we can get some painting done. See what that's like. Now, still a wee bit to take off there.
Are you, Debbie?
79 watching, mate.
71.
78.
79.
Oh,
79.
79.
Right, I'm going to sand this to 400, seeing as how I'm going to be painting it. Now, on Rich's live last night, he actually used a grape primer before putting the paint on, which I thought was an absolutely brilliant idea. I'll just be using my usual and just putting sand and sealer on. Because I don't have any grape primer.
Cheers.
Dark saying watching you work is better than watching glue dry.
Oh, man.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
Yeah, that's a bit on the, that's on the borderline, that one.
What paint are you using again, Wayne?
No Sonia's.
There you go.
That's another pound.
What was it?
That was
No,
just
this
for
is
you,
very-
Martin.
Both the pieces tonight that I'm using, because obviously I'm using the yolk and the ash, they are both open grained. So the grain will show through on these. In fact, what I will do is just give that a clean with some. No, I won't because I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Give it a clean with some methylated spirits or denatured alcohol.
I've just popped in the link for the Joe Sonia's UK shop in there, guys. If you are interested in getting any, if you do buy anything, please go to the contact section and say that you've seen them from Wayne. Wayne gets some support in return. Paul Kavanagh's just joined. Hi, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
there's a problem with my cup in the workshop. It's empty. Question from Harold.
Yeah.
Are you planning to put Joe Sonia on top of an ebonising lacquer?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Does Joe Sonia stick to lacquer? Okay.
Yeah. The reason that you use a dark background for the Joe Sonia iridescent paints is because it's called an interference paint, and it's the type of paint that does show better over a dark background.
They're all going to be hammered.
So, Cuz is saying he blames the two girls. I don't know. I missed that bit. What went before that? JP's found me a cup. It's got Sick Notes Brew on it.
Jesus.
And Dale is saying opinions are dangerous. Pack them back off to uni. Dale, they are counting down the days. I think we're up to 52 days now till they're back.
Yes, it's doing the cat.
JP's asking, where'd you go to get the paints, Wayne?
Joe Sonia .uk shop, something like that. There's a link in the chat.
Steve, I just found who hung your door before you did yesterday.
Say again, sorry.
I've just found who hung that door before you did yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, it was Keith. I've just got out some sandpaper that I got off him, and it's been eaten.
I think that was more. I think it was mice, not sandpaper. Got to make the customer happy. You've always got to make the customer happy.
The customer's always right.
Yeah, they are right. We like to prove. We like to show that they're wrong, but they always like to think they're right. The best one is when you get someone to tell you what you can, like you go and measure up a kit, you say, oh, you can get this, this, and this in. And they go, you can get that in there? Okay, yeah, we'll order it. And then you got like 30 mil too narrow. And they go, well, where won't it fit then? I said, because you've got 3 M panels in there, which takes up the other 30 mil, mate. That's why you go and go in there. And they go, oh, yeah. Can we return it?
I think Bobby from Try Not, I think he's saying, do you thin the paint down before applying, Wayne?
Yes, you can. I'm not going to thin it down tonight because of the techniques I'm using, but you can thin it down, and you're better off thinning it down using. I'll just show you.
Get the drinks ready.
Using flow medium,
yeah,
which you can get from Joe Sonia's as well. Now, what flow medium does is it thins the paint down, but it doesn't. It's always difficult to explain this. It loosens off the paint, but it doesn't take away the colouring. If you thin paint down with water, you thin it down and it takes some of the colour away. That doesn't happen with the flow medium.
Jeff, Christy, hi. Pete from Twisted Tree saying he filmed himself putting on ebonising lacquer. Then he forgot to turn off the camera. He now has 2 hours footage of watching paint dry.
That's worth a fortune, I think, isn't it? You could sell that as a sleep app.
The thing is, if he left it in his video, you'd never see what happened on the end of the video because you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is with these paints, these Joe Sonia iridescent paint, is that when they come out of these are the tester packs that I've got. And when they come out, they are basically all the same colour. You don't actually get any noticeable difference or see any colours happening until it actually gets onto the black paint or black ebonizing lacquer or whatever it is you're using. So that was the gold. And so the best thing to do if you're doing this is to either leave the wee pots you're using or put the pot behind the wee tub you put the paint into.
Good idea.
Just to let you know, Wayne Dale's now going. He's now being discharged.
Grand, good deal.
Hey. With the amount of discharge papers Dale's going to have, he could decorate the workshop.
Very funny, Dale.
Jesus, there's always one in there.
I know they're saying we're going to get a second wave, but that's an extreme way of getting toilet paper.
Would you want to wipe it on that? Jesus Christ, you end up with shrapnel scars.
Right. Change camera. Change camera.
Pete's saying that Tesco's do different coloured shot glasses, which comes in handy when you're working with different colour paints.
They're little plastic ones, aren't they, I would imagine?
Yeah, that's what I use. Plastic shot glasses. That's all I use. Right. I don't know how this is going to show up. I've got this camera zoomed all the way in, so it might not show up that well.
It's a good picture.
See, I'm tight when it comes to...
Cameras.
No, not cameras. When it comes to the shot glasses, you know when you go to McDonald's, you get the little sauce pots.
Oh, really?
I'll just come out of pockets full.
I wouldn't take nothing from McDonald's, Scott. That's bad, that is.
I have found a place that sells.
I was waiting for Mark the Button.
What was
The
that?
There's a good burn sticks.
I was waiting for Mark to butt in there.
Sorry.
Nowhere's got coffee stirrers at the moment, though, have they?
No.
Even if you go to the Costa machines in the garage, they're all taking them away.
Well, the Costa ones are so flimsy you can't really do a lot with those.
Yeah.
I found McDonald's the better one.
Pete's saying he'd rather pay money than enter McDonald's. I don't know. I am partial to a McDonald's milkshake.
Yeah. They stopped doing it.
Annabeth.
Didn't they?
No, they're back.
Oh, they're back, are they?
I had 2 in 2
I've
days.
never been for 2.5 years.
You missed a lot.
Move these over to yeah.
Nick's saying it might just be him, but he can see a hint of colour in the pot, so he can tell what colour it is that way.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right.
I haven't actually used mine yet.
You can see a bit of a pearly colour on them, but I wouldn't. Yeah, yeah, maybe just a little tiny hint of it.
JP, are you one of the weirdos that dunks your chips in the shake? Nope. The first time I saw that done was when I picked up one of the opinions, as Dale calls them.
So now what I'm going to do is just place on the cling film, and now you can actually start spreading the paint around, and you can get different effects doing this. I don't like. I'll see if I can take this camera back out a bit. To tell you the truth, I don't think that's showing up particularly well. Is that any better?
Yeah, that's fine, Wayne.
Because what you can do, you can put fingerprints on there. So you can actually put fingerprints on without getting your fingers covered in paint. You can do all different effects actually with the cling film. So you can get it all twirled round and everything like this. So you can get all different effects like this. You can spread it about basically any which way you want it to.
You're going all totally hot on us.
And then what you do is you take the hold of the cling film from the top and you very gently peel it off. Now, this technique, right? I didn't invent this technique. I don't know who invented it, but the first time I saw it was a turner called Mick Hanbury. He does. What on earth was that? He does a lot of stuff with Joe Sonia paints and other types of paints as well. Does a hell of a lot of colouring. Very good demonstrator.
Is he the chairman of the AWGB?
No, that's Paul Hannaby.
Sounds similar. Wayne, is your laptop behind your lathe?
Yeah.
I don't have a laptop in the workshop.
See
Or
a
have you
screen.
got a screen behind your lathe?
Yeah, that's me. That's me monitor. Yeah.
I've never spotted it before. Are you seeing what I'm seeing, Steve?
Yeah. A spinning ring.
Yeah. I was like, what's that?
It's because you're normally looking at your worktop, Scott.
Ooh.
I thought I'd say it before Wayne did.
No, the only post I got today was my new capacitor for my
Now, as you can
extractor,
see,
and that's fitted.
there's still a hell of a lot of creamy parts on here. That's because I've probably put the paint on too thick. But not to worry. We will just put the cling film back on and we'll have a bit move about and do some more patterns.
The grain's showing up nice in that one.
Yeah, the colours I've used the violet, the green, and the gold. These tend to be the colours that I use a hell of a lot. I just like them.
Well, that's a good effect.
And there we
Watching
are.
Wayne do that reminds me of when you used to twist a little air pocket in the cling film and then pop it. Okay, so there's a question in the chat from Colin. Does anyone know how to change the belt on a DML 250? I'll say JP's probably the man to ask.
You will probably have to take the drive shaft out. Sorry, the spindle shaft out.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
As you do with most lathes to change belts. You've got to take the spindle shaft out to change the belt.
Are they a fixed speed machine, the 250?
I can't. It's the 305. I'm sure it's the 305. That's the variable speed. Right, I'm going to take this one off and just put it to one side. Put the other one back on.
Harold saying yes, Colin. Change it to a Nova.
I see Martin's just bought himself a new lathe. I was watching a bit of his live last night.
Yeah, that's a beautiful lathe, that is.
Certainly is. It's a beast.
That's something I wish I'd bought about 20 years ago, Vic Mark.
Is that his big demo lathe that he's changed?
Oh, well, his own lathe, yeah.
Yeah,
He's got a Vic Mark 300 now.
Nice.
It's a beast. I've seen.
I tell you, the lathe that I really wanted when I first started out was a Woodfast. That was a beautiful lathe. Another Australian one.
It was the Vic Mark that he got, cuz.
Got the Vic Mark 300, cuz.
Definitely a nice lathe. The bed on it is nearly an inch thick.
I think Stuart Freeney's got a Vic Mark as well. He's got 2 lathes.
Yeah.
Martin did say last night it was a shade under £5,000.
Ouch.
That's a lot of money for a lathe, isn't it?
How much?
Yeah. Shade
$5
under
grand.
£5,000.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you get what you pay for.
And the thing is, if it's your profession, then that's no different than spending loads of money on tools, is it? Really?
It's still cheaper than the Robust.
Oh, Eva's just joined. Hi, Eva.
Hi, Eva.
There you go.
I've been in Stuart's workshop, Rich, so I've seen it. But I will
Did
be
he
in
have
tomorrow
when you were in
night
his
watching it.
workshop, Scott?
Yeah, I've been in his workshop a couple of times.
Yeah, but all right, okay.
He's a member of the club.
I'll quickly get this sanded down to 400 or up to 400, whichever way you want to see it.
Okay.
Yeah, go on, explain, Scott.
Right, so, Adrian, the other new earworm is Mark, the gentleman woodturner. Mark sounds muffled because Mark's been through quite an extensive medical problems over the last 3 years, which resulted in a surgeon severing his vagus nerve. So the left side, it's your larynx, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the left side of Mark's larynx is virtually paralysed. So Mark being an earworm is quite a big thing for him, and well done to him for doing it. So that's why he sounds a little bit muffled, or that's what he'll tell you the problem is. The truth of the matter is,
The truth is, he's an alcoholic.
Yeah,
he's an alcoholic. He's done 41 bottles of whiskey today. He's got some sort of hair stuck in the back of his throat.
Yeah. And he actually sounds better when he's drunk than he does normally.
Yeah. Hey, as Dale's not in the chat, it had to be done.
He wouldn't have any. He wouldn't have it any other way, would he?
Oh, Maggie's in the chat. Hi, Maggie.
Hey, Maggie.
Hi, Maggie.
Hiya, Maggie. Colin Bennett's in the chat as well. Hi, Colin.
Ah, the dad of the beard.
Yep.
Been in ages.
Father of beard.
Beard senior.
Beard senior.
How do you say I'm an alcoholic?
I've only been on coffee today.
With gin in it.
No. I like Baileys in my coffee if I have anything in it.
Babies?
Baileys.
I'm getting worried about you, Scott.
Most people are, mate. Most people are.
Harold, we do speak English. Everybody else just speaks incorrectly.
Yeah. I tell you what, when it gets to about 11 o'clock and I've had a couple of bottles, I usually talk and join the writing.
My accent's terrible because I'm a West Country boy. I'm from Devon, see?
He's a farmer. He told you a tractor. He can't read all right, but he can drive a tractor.
I'll get round to it directly.
Thank you, Martin. Much appreciated.
You beat us to it, Mark. Wayne. Not in Wyoming. Where's that?
America.
Wyoming. It's in America.
My
It
geography is
was-
appalling, right? I only did geography at school because I used to sit next door to a girl that I fancied. It's the only reason I took it as GCSE.
Jesus. See, most people wouldn't. See, most
Hang
people
on.
wouldn't admit to that.
What's happening with Eva? Something's happening with Eva.
Oh, it's like a sledgehammer. Hang on, I will go back. BB Turning's just joined.
Hi, baby.
What did we miss with Eva? She can sit down now. What have you been up to, Eva?
I know she said she was all sweaty, but I didn't want to ask you a personal question. Hi, Shay. B&B Turnings in.
I think she's had to run off for a comfort break.
Okay. Have you ever heard of Eli Farmers? My partner who had to translate for a paramedic a while ago. The paramedic was Polish, who also had a strong accent. No, I haven't.
Right, I had the heat gun on that too long, so it's bubbled a bit.
The problem I struggle with at work with paramedics is all the Aussies. The London Ambulance Service went to Australia and recruited hundreds of Aussies, and some of them have got such strong accents. You're like, what did you say?
Mate.
Baby Turning's in the house.
Oh, I'll just stick me powered back up.
Chisky-san is glad he can't hear his accent. Her accent, not sure.
Where are you from, Chisky?
And what's your real name?
Easy, Mark. You'll be wanting a phone number next.
Oh, I know they all like to know people's names.
Yeah.
I added it to my list.
Steve can add it to the list and then he can share it to everyone.
Man, my list is nearly 2 pages long now.
Type
you,
it
I think
up and do it as an email.
Mind you, I think that's because Nick's done in big text because I'm blind as a bat without my glasses.
She's thinking of you, mate.
She is, bless her.
Surprised she hasn't written cord pull on there.
You lot started off with what's this resin ring now or something in it? I don't know what it's all about.
Chisky's from North Carolina.
All right.
Chisky, I grew up in Virginia, so we probably had a similar accent when I was younger.
What's Adrian put? Ely. What's he taking the mickey out of my old northern boy accent now? Or my Norfolk boy accent.
Norfolk
Let's
boy.
get called Eli.
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 Did you know there was only 2 people in Wisbech at one time, and they was both male? Now there's over 4,000 people in Wisbech.
And they're all male.
Yeah. Well, yeah. A lot of the women look male. I will say that.
See, was it Adam and Eve or was it Adam and Steve? There's the question.
Yeah, well, there was that many Steves about at that time. Oh, no, it was Stephen at that time, wasn't it? Right, so what I've done now, I've just gotten a piece of cling film and I've just scrunged it up. Okay, and now we're going to go for some different effects. Or a different effect to the last one I did.
Oh, I like that. It's similar to what
International
I do.
hand model will work again.
Yeah, similar to what I do with carrier bags.
Cuz isn't there going?
See you later, cuz.
Cheers, guys.
That's pretty. I like that.
Right, and then you
Rubber
get the-
Dub says it was Nikki that christened you Resin Ring.
Yeah, I think you had something to do with it as well, especially you, Steve.
wasn't me, Steve.
No, I know that was Steve Rubberdub. He's a troublemaker.
Oh, it's Rubber Dub as Steve as well.
Yeah, there's loads
Yeah.
of Steves, mate.
They get everywhere.
Martin Sanny's hopefully heading down to Lowestoft next month for some instruction with a pyro, with a pro.
I was going to say Pyro, I was putting them down that way.
Any decent wood stores near there?
I couldn't tell you. Honestly, couldn't tell you. Lowestoft
How
is
far-
about 70 mile away from me, I would say.
Is it? Whereabouts are you, mate?
Just outside Kings Lynn.
How far is that from Norwich?
Norwich, about 43, 44 miles, something like that.
I got a train to Norwich when we went on the Broads and then to Eccles or something like
Yeah, it's part of the Norfolk Broads, isn't it?
that. Yeah.
Yeah. We go to... can't even think of the names. But we sometimes get a day boat down there. Go down there. And big old Roy's.
Roy's of Wroxham.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's it. Wroxham. That's where we go. Yeah, Wroxham to get a boat. Roy's, you can
Roy's
spend all
knows-
day, you can spend all day in just Roy's.
Roy's has everything in Wroxham, doesn't he?
Go on, tell me about it.
All my dad's side of the family come from Great Yarmouth.
Great Yarmouth, yeah.
Jen's off. See you later, Jen.
See you, Jen.
And I've got a bit of overspray just on the back, but that'll come off very easily, seeing as how the back's got wax on it.
I'm surprised Roy's ain't got a wood store.
Yeah. Give him chance. Give him chance.
He's
I
got a
don't even-
garden centre.
Yeah, he's got loads of shops actually through Wroxham, isn't he? But
Yeah.
I actually don't know of any local wood store suppliers like a bit like what sell all the products and that. I don't know anywhere locally
Yeah.
that actually do it. I know there's a record dealer in Norwich. There's a tool shop there that they sell record products. So other than that, I ain't really sure, to be honest. I know there's
We'll
nothing in
go back
Peterborough.
to side one. Right, I'm just going to put a couple of bits of decoration on this. Move that back a bit.
Mike says he likes the Norfolk accent.
War boy, war.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Harold's got a question, Wayne. He says, "What is the texture like after the paint dries? Can you
It's-
get a nice smooth surface?"
Oh yes, you can get a nice smooth surface, unless you go mental like I did on the other bowl and use the hot air gun too much. So it's not that bad. It's bubbled up. It's actually bubbled up. You can't see it. It's bubbled up a wee bit, but it's not that bad. And I'll get that sorted once it's been drying for about 24 hours. I'll come back and get that sorted. It just needs a quick knock back with one of the Scotch-Brite pads. This one is around about 1,200 grit, so I can easily knock that back with that. So I've just put a couple of decorative lines on there, and I'm now going to just get the bowl done. Very small bowl in this because it is decorative.
Question, Wayne. Wayne, there's a question from Steve Ellis.
Yeah.
Can you turn amber?
Can you turn what?
Amber.
Amber.
Amber. I don't see any reason why not. Because as far as I'm aware, amber has got a similar consistency to some of the resins and plastics that people turn, as far as I'm aware.
Isn't amber fossilized tree sap?
Yeah, that's what it is. It is tree sap.
think I've had more nicknames on these group chats than I have in my whole life.
Right, what's your nickname now?
Well, Mike's just put, well, that's it. Mike was saying it was Resin Ring.
Yeah.
And then Steve from Rubber Dub says, Resin Ring Steve, previously known as Lightpool Steve, at Midnight Joker until his next new nickname or his new name.
Sunday.
I'm sure there'll be something come up.
Oh, your lunchtime tomorrow, won't you, Steve?
I am, yes, I am.
The missus said to me earlier, she went, "What are you turning tomorrow night?" I went, "Nothing." She went, "Are you not live as you're off?" I went, "No." She said, "Mark's doing it." "Oh, so when are you doing it?" I went, "Saturday lunchtime." "Oh, I thought we could. No.
Or we could go and have a nice romantic lunch.
Well, we
Nah.
can't because we're in isolation, aren't we?"
Well, won't you get results back by then, no?
Friday or Saturday, they reckon. Don't give her too many ideas, mate. I think she's looking at like bits in the garden. So our nan's moving from a little 2-bedroom house into a little 1-bed flat thing.
Oh, okay.
And there's a summer house that's supposedly coming here. And she
New
was saying,
workshop.
she was saying as we're putting concrete down for the new utility room, maybe we could take out the big buddleia bush tree thing at the bottom of the garden and put a concrete slab in there at the same time. You know, there's only so much you can do in one day. Can't multitask.
Well, I don't know. These women think everything's 5 minutes, mate.
Scott, if you want to, you could do your Thursday if you like. It's up to
Mate,
you.
no, you're doing it.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
already, we already sorted it. I'm not going to change it back because that's just. I'm quite happy doing Saturday lunchtime. If you need an earworm, mate, tomorrow, shout. I don't mind doing that for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, Colin's still shouted till hopefully mid-August. Yeah. I've got a horrible sneaking suspicion that we're going to end up back in a stricter lockdown.
Yes, I was saying that to Nick earlier. The way things are going. My oldest was on about going to Croatia at the end of the month on holiday. I said, "You're having a laugh, aren't you?" So it's just too risky at the moment, isn't it?
You can, love, but you can lock down not in this house when you come back.
Well, I said the thing is, if you go over there and you become ill, your medical insurance won't cover you because they won't cover COVID.
No.
So that means you've got to find about 30 grand to get home again. And then once you're home, you're putting everybody in the house at risk.
Yeah.
So I said, that's a bit selfish, and that's a bit, to me, it's a bit too soon, really.
Yeah.
So now she decided to go to Edinburgh for the weekend, her and her boyfriend, or a long weekend, her and her boyfriend. So I'm happy with that.
Well, just reminder on, everything up here is 2 weeks behind England concerning the lockdown.
Yeah, we're not talking till the end of the next month anyway, Wayne. So hopefully things will be a little bit better by then, won't they? But can you still travel? Can you still free travel in Scotland then?
Yeah, we can. That's just started.
But you got to wear a face mask.
We've got to wear in all shops. We have to wear a face mask. That is mandatory.
Yeah, then they're bringing that in the UK, aren't they? Which to me seems a bit late, really, but never mind.
86 in the chat.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, they're doing everything too late. So they've brought in at work that we're meant to wear a face mask in the cab of the ambulance all the time. Well, shouldn't you have done that at the beginning?
Yeah. This is my argument. As soon as they lifted lockdown and shops reopened, then people should have been wearing face masks then, not now.
Yeah. Or even when people were going out during the lockdown to do their shopping, their essential shopping, should have been masks.
Well, our local Tesco's, they've removed all the one-way system. Now it's just a free-for-all.
Yep, same with ours.
So, you know what I mean? What's that tell you? And then I see on the news last night that Blackburn's on the verge of being locked down again. So
Yeah, our Tesco's Express, I noticed that it's a damn shame local clubs not open. Wanted some lessons. Colin, as soon as we can get you down here, mate, we will. My other student is itching to get back in the workshop. We've just got to do it sensible. I've got to think of the missus as well with her health problems. And
Steve Coombs in the chat.
another Steve. Hello, Steve.
They must have been an era of Steve's. I bet they're all within the 1970s.
Do you know what? I'm just going to comment. Hi, Steve's.
That must have been the most popular baby name in the 70s, I reckon.
Eva, sorry, wasn't paying attention. Sorry for screaming. Oh, that Eva hasn't got to wear a face mask. And so I think this whole face mask thing is far too late. Rubber Dub's an 80s Steve. Steve Ellis is a 50s Steve.
I see who put someone else put Steve Coombs. He just commented. He thought I believe it was.
I'm a 60s Steve. Oh wait, I know that.
Dr. Bob has put about the fine if you get caught not wearing a face mask. My argument with that is
Thank you, Pete. Much appreciated.
Is that when they had that on the news the other night about all the people in the streets and on the beaches and that, why didn't they fine all those as well?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? JP's give you another super chat, Wayne.
Another one.
Yeah.
Thanks, JP.
He wants you to join the Funnel Club.
Well, you've already lost that one because I've stopped. I'm starting to plan now.
I've noticed as you've got a SKU t-shirt on, Wayne. You haven't used the SKU tonight.
Is
that because you didn't want to hate yourself?
You take absolutely no notice of what I'm doing, do you, Scott? No notice.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, what did I put in for doing the mortise in the bottom?
He had his head down then, Wayne.
Aye, he's had his head down 90% of the time. I'm watching him.
Don't you excited?
No, that's so you can see the glare, not that you're watching him.
I tell you what, Scott is sat there doing something.
Eating Jaffa cakes.
I'm quite surprised that Mark hasn't got his brush out, brushing up, because that's what Mark needs to do.
How do you know I haven't been?
Mate, I haven't got any Jaffa cakes. I took 120 Jaffa cakes to Dales the other day.
Oh, what?
You got sleepy, Wayne. How do you know I haven't been?
You can see us, mate.
I can see you, Mark. I can see you.
I'm going to stop cameras.
Well, I'm glad I got my clothes on then.
I nearly took my t-shirt off. It's that warm in here.
Hey, I tell you, it gets a bit bad when you've got to tell the guys in the bloody who you earworms what's happening in the chat.
Steve Coombs. The other thing is also a Steve. Steve, the next great job.
Rubber Dub says you've got to give me a P45, Wayne.
Oh, why? What's Steve done?
No, you've got to give me a P45.
Oh, right. No. I don't hand out P45s like that. I used to be a manager. I tend to keep people at work and make them fucking suffer.
Just munch Jaffa. I haven't got any Jaffa cakes.
Scott,
Yeah.
Wayne's not angry. He's just disappointed.
I'm watching what's going on. I've got the chat popped out like Wayne told me that he does. Chris Cox says, "Are you twinned with his boss, Wayne?" See, I just used to sack people I didn't like.
Yeah, but you can't make them suffer then, can you?
Yeah.
You can. You can do it before you sack them. When I was the night ops manager for the security company, there's a couple of guards there that I got rid of. But I made them work the night shift and then went down there right at the end of the shift and went, "Oh, by the way, don't come in tonight."
Right.
Steve SK, can you introduce yourself to Steve Coombs?
Steve
Yeah.
Coombs. Hi, Steve Coombs. It's SK. How you doing, mate?
Steve, it's Steve.
Yeah, Steve. Meet Steve.
Right, I'll just have a sit.
Eva's going to prepare for something, so she's off.
I think Eva might be doing a live on Facebook tonight.
Okay.
There I am. I'm back.
Tracy
Right,
said
so
that bowl's absolutely beautiful.
this is the first one. I'll try and get it up there so it's not too glary. That's the first one where I put the cling film on and then messed about with different prints and twirling it about and things like that. So that's the oak one. And this is the second one where I just scrunged up. I love that word. I think it's a brilliant word, that is.
Scrunged.
Scrunged.
Is that a
That was
Scottish
my
word?
favourite.
Yeah. It's a Scottish word for scrunch.
No, it's not a Scottish word. No. It's very difficult in the site to get it to show it off properly. It'll show off better once I do the photographs.
I do like
in the
that
morning.
pattern. In it. It's nice.
Yeah.
So, in fact, I will have to bring this one back out unless I can do something with it now, just to take off them bubbles. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. So that's it. Is it looking any better? Oh, there,
better,
you can see.
there.
You can see the patterns there.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
That's nice.
And on this one, you can see the patterns on that one as well.
You can start to see the colours come through as well now.
Yeah.
2 bowls. Wayne, 2 bowls in a live. JP's getting worried.
No, I mean, that's been an hour and 20 minutes to do those 2 bowls. We are supposed to be doing either 2 or 3 in an hour. But yet again, they won't have any colouring on.
Yeah, I reckon you'd do 4.
Thanks, Dor. Thanks, Wendy.
Bob saying they're both looking great, Wayne.
Cheers, Steve.
Colin, awesome.
F.
Nick says they both look smashing.
Thank you very much. I'm pleased you enjoyed it. Had a good time doing this. Like I say, not my idea. I watch a hell of a lot of different art channels on YouTube to get my ideas from. The likes of the string pull stuff that I do and everything. I haven't done one of them for a while. Might do one of them again. Yeah, the likes of the string pull and things like this, and watching what other turners do that do a lot of colouring. The annoying thing with Mick Hanbury is that he doesn't have a hell of a lot of videos out. He's not one for putting videos out, and the videos that are out there are usually him demonstrating at a club or at a show. Okay,
Nick's
Nick.
gonna message you later.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that.
Pete says he loves skew work.
Cheers, Pete. At least you were taking notice.
Steve Ellis is saying string pull and a goblet.
Goblets are sometimes a bit small for doing string pulls on. They're very, very nice on the likes of a vase. So that's what I might do next week. I might do another string pull vase. Similar to... I had one sitting here. Where the hell's it gone? Similar to this one. That's what I'll do next week.
That's nice.
That's lovely.
Do a nice string pull vase next week, just for a change. I haven't done one of them in ages, so that's what I'll do. Mind you, it really all depends. I might do it on Monday, because like I said, if there's still quite a lot of people in, next Wednesday I might not do a live because I've got I've got stuff to do for Jane. I've got to get sorted for travelling, going on a road trip. Thank you, Leona. Cheers, Keith. And certainly next Friday, this Friday, I'll be doing a live, obviously, but next Friday, the 24th, I think it is, I'll be doing a live.
Wayne, I've just noticed something.
Yeah.
I don't think you've got enough plugs plugged into that socket behind you. On the wall.
It's all
Right.
about health and safety. It's all about
3-4 door.
Right. Jax is asking, what tool are you going to use for hollowing? I'll probably use a number of tools like I usually do, Jack. I'll probably start off using a spindle gouge, use a ball gouge, use a carbide, use some high-speed steel hollowers, just a variety of stuff.
Leona's off, not Leona.
I'll probably drill it out first.
Wayne, instead of string, try chain from a sink plug, says Martin.
Too big to do on a vase. They're all sink chains are okay to do on big platters or wall hangings. They're too big to do on a vase. If you want to use chain on a vase, use jewelry chain, but remember to wash it before you give it back to her.
Yeah.
But I've got access to loads of jewelry chain because Jane's a jewelry maker, so I've got no problem with that.
Pete's saying he's got a 25-minute video to release if no one's on next Wednesday and premiere it then.
Yeah, why not, Pete?
Yeah.
Right, guys, I'm going to end it there. I'm pleased you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming in. I've had another good night doing these. Usually I do the balls, coloured stuff that I do is a bit bigger than these, but I thought seeing as I wanted to do two techniques, I'd do them a bit smaller tonight. So I will get off. I will end the show there, and I will see you all on Friday lunchtime. I might even do string pull on Friday lunchtime. We'll see. Right, night all. Hit the
See you later.
See you later.
Bye. Night, guys.